Yo, what's good to all my young investors? In today's video, I'm going to give you the rundown on a few of the things that make a potential investment good in my eyes. Hopefully you're able to catch on to some of the free game that I'm putting out and use it to your advantage. So with that being said, let's get right to it. So, the very first thing that makes a company good in my eyes is if they have a strong moat. Or in other words, a competitive advantage over everybody else in their competition pool. Is the company a part of people's daily lives? Do they offer a product that nobody else offers? Or is their name ingrained in our culture so much so that it's impossible to not know who they are? Now that's powerful, and that helps guarantee success. Let me hit you guys with the competitive advantage that seems small, but is very, very powerful. Y'all ready? All right. Where do we go to search things up when we're confused or we just want to know something? This isn't a trick question. Chances are you guys were thinking Google, and you're right. Nobody ever says that they're gonna Yahoo it, or nobody ever says that they're gonna Bing it. It just doesn't happen. Google, on the other hand, has become so ingrained in our culture that it's basically synonymous with searching things up. You don't know something? You Google it. It's just what we do. This is called a branding mode. Let me hit you guys with another one that you probably participate in every single day, and yet you don't even know. If you got the iPhone, chances are you got the MacBook. And since you already have those, you might as well go get the Apple Watch and go get Apple Music too. Are you guys seeing what I'm getting at here? Once we're in the Apple ecosystem, it's very, very difficult to get out. Why switch to Samsung if you're so used to emojis, FaceTime, and other products that only Apple offers? It becomes way too much of a hassle for you to leave, so you stay. This is what's called in the business world a switching mode. This is another type of competitive advantage. If I find out that a company I'm potentially looking at has a weak moat, I just leave it alone. Full stop. I don't even bother with them. I do this because what's really stopping anybody else from, jumping into their field and taking that money away from them? Nothing. The reason it's so hard for a company to jump in and start competing with your Apples and your Googles of the world is because they have competitive advantages in place for these types of situations. It's too much of a hassle to even try. And this is good news to the investor. If you guys haven't noticed already, all of my investments have some sort of competitive advantage over their peers. And this is definitely not by coincidence. This has been done on purpose. Having these competitive advantages in place helps guarantee that these guys are going to keep thriving as businesses moving forward. So, moving on. The second thing that makes an investment good, in my eyes, is the numbers. By the numbers, I mean, is the dividend safe if they have one? Have they been paying it for years? And how are their income statements and their balance sheets looking like? It's these types of numbers that are the lifeblood of a company. These numbers let you know whether they're healthy or not. Let's start with the dividends. I really like to see how much of a company's profit they're paying in the form of dividends. This is called the payout ratio. The lower the percentage, the better. This lets me know that they're able to sustain and grow the dividend for decades and decades to come. I personally invest for passive income, so dividend safety is very important to me. I also look at how long the potential company has been growing the dividend and by how much. And as for the income statement, the balance sheets, and the cash flow, these guys most definitely deserve their own video. So stay tuned for part 2. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.